Good afternoon, everyone. You may be seated. On behalf of St. Anthony College of Nursing, I would like to welcome all of you to the December 2025 commencement ceremony. I'm Dr. Charlene Aaron, and I serve as the president of OSF Colleges of Nursing. Here in Peoria and Rockford, St. Anthony College of Nursing in Rockford, and St. Francis Medical Center College of Nursing in Peoria. So excited to celebrate graduation today. Dr. Carson, would you please open up the ceremony with a prayer?
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, be with us this day as we celebrate these graduates from St. Anthony College of Nursing. You have been by their side throughout their education, and we continue to ask for your guidance as they move into the next step of their lives. We ask that you surround those who are graduating with your grace. Bless their families and support persons who have stood by their sides as they completed their education. Bless these graduates with enthusiasm as they move into the future with eager and open hearts and minds. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education to good works so they can care for your people. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with their next chapter of their lives, may they grow in confidence in their new roles in the nursing profession. Amen.
Good afternoon. My name is Ricardo Montoya Picasso, Board Chair of St. Anthony College of Nursing. Members of the class of December 2025, your family and friends, members of the college board, administration, faculty, I bring you greetings. On behalf of the college board, I extend our sincere congratulations to the candidates to these degrees. We recognize your hard work and commitment and look forward to the service that you will undertake as you join the ranks of over 100 years of alumni who have provided devoted and caring service to their patients. It is my honor to introduce Mary McNamara as our commencement speaker today. Dr. Mary McNamara is Provost and Chief Academic Officer of OSF Colleges of Nursing and a nurse practitioner committed to advancing nursing practice, education, and health policy to improve outcomes for all. A BSN graduate of Rush University, an MS and DNP graduate of the University of Illinois, Chicago, she is guided by a belief in the power of nursing to transform health systems and communities. She works to strengthen academic practice partnerships, mentor the next generation of nurse leaders, and champion innovation in nursing education. A fellow of the American Association of Nurse Practitioners, she also serves in national and regional leadership roles. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mary McNamara to the podium as our December 2025 commencement speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Board members, Dr. Aaron, graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff, good afternoon. Graduates, it is my profound honor and privilege to stand before you here today In this moment that marks not the end of your academic program, but the beginning of your professional life as a nurse or a nurse practitioner. Please take a deep breath with me. Look around you and look at the faces beside you, the classmates who became your people. Look at the faculty who pushed you and who believed in you and refused to lower the bar. Look at your families and your loved ones who carried you through late nights, tough exams, clinicals, and moments where you wondered, can I really do this? You did. You did it, and now you're about to step into one of the most trusted, demanding, and beautiful professions in the world. Today, I want to focus on two things: your professional identity as a nurse and the immense responsibility that comes with wearing that title. Today, you're not just collecting a diploma or some new initials behind your name. You're claiming an identity, a professional identity that is more than a role. It's more than a job description, and it's more than a list of tasks. It is who you are as a nurse, your values, your moral compass, your clinical judgment, your commitment to patients and to each other and to communities. It's the way that you show up when no one is watching you. Skills can be taught, protocols assuredly will change, technology will continue to evolve rapidly, but your professional identity, that deep understanding of what it means to be a nurse, is the anchor that will steady you across your entire career. The bedrock of nursing science is caring and compassion. It is what sets us apart, and it's the heart of who we are and how we engage. You are graduating at a time of enormous change in healthcare. There's new technologies, new models of care, new expectations, and new pressures. There will be days when the work feels overwhelming, days when systems are strained, when staffing is tight, and when you feel like you are being asked to do the impossible. And on those days especially, I want you to remember who you are. You are not just a nurse. You are an autonomous, highly educated clinician. You are a critical thinker and a problem solver. You are a fierce advocate for patients, families, and communities. You are a leader, regardless of title. Every shift, people will trust you with what they value the most: their bodies, their stories, their fears, their secrets, and the people that they love. They will let you into the sacred spaces of suffering and hope that most of the world never gets to see. With that trust comes extraordinary responsibility. You will be the one who notices subtle changes in vital signs that prevents that code, and you'll be the one who hears the tremor in a patient's voice and realize they are not non-compliant. They are terrified, they are under-resourced, or they cannot read the discharge instructions that you've placed in their hand. You will be the one who speaks up when something does not look right, even if it is uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. That is your professional identity in action, and your education has given you the knowledge and the skills, not to give you PTSD, but pathophysiology, pharmacology, health assessment, evidence-based practice, quality and safety, health equity, and more. But it has also been shaping your identity all along. Every time you practiced in simulation and debriefed what went well and what did not, your professional identity was being formed. And every time a faculty member asked you, what is your rationale? Not to catch you off guard, but to train your clinical judgment. Your professional identity was being formed. Every time a patient encounter stayed with you long after you left that clinical site, your professional identity was being born. You have learned that nursing is both science and art. The science is critical: the calculations, the guidelines, the protocols, the ability to interpret those lab values, titrate those drips, recognize sepsis. It's important. But the art, your presence, your listening, your compassion, your ability to sit with suffering without turning away, that is what the patients and families will depend on and remember. It is not one or the other, it is both. And your professional identity lives at the intersection of that science and art. With that identity, those key responsibilities come in 3 dimensions. First, your responsibility to your patients. You will have the privilege of being with them at their most vulnerable. Your responsibility is to treat every person with inherent human dignity, respect, and compassion, no matter what their background, beliefs, insurance status, the complexity of their story. You are responsible for being prepared, being present, and being honest. Your patients have the right to expect that you know what you're doing and that you will tell them the truth, and that you will not abandon them when things get hard. Second, responsibility to your colleagues and to the profession. Nursing is definitely a team sport. You will work with your fellow nurses and physicians, respiratory therapists, pharmacists, chaplains, and so many others. You will have a responsibility to contribute your expertise, to ask questions, to admit what you do not know, and to support others. You also have the responsibility to uphold the standards of the profession, to mentor those who come after you, to join your alumni association, and to embody the kind of nurse you hope your students, your peers, and future colleagues will become. Third, as nurses, we carry responsibility to the larger healthcare system and to society. Nurses have always been at the bedside, but we must also be at the table where decisions are being made. Nothing about us without us. Decisions about staffing, about technology, about policy and access to care, about how resources are allocated, about which communities are heard and which are left out. You are entering a profession that has enormous moral authority. And when nurses speak in a unified, informed voice, people listen. Your responsibility is to develop that voice, to use your expertise beyond the walls of the inpatient hospital or the clinic, and to advocate for systems that are safer, more just, and more humane. And as you move forward, I encourage you to do these things to strengthen and protect your personal identity and professional identity. First and foremost, stay curious. Don't let graduation be the last time you feel like a learner. Read the evidence, ask why continuously. Learn from every clinical encounter. When something goes well, ask what made that work. And when something goes poorly, what do I need to learn from so that it doesn't happen again? Curiosity will keep you sharp, humble, and growing. Secondly, cultivate that moral courage. There will be many times when the easy thing and the right thing are not the same. Your professional identity as a nurse calls you to do what is right, to speak up when the patient is at risk, when something is unjust, or when a policy is harming rather than helping. Moral courage does not mean that we won't be afraid. It means that we act anyway, grounded in our values and in our duty to the people that we serve. Third, protect your own humanity. You cannot pour from an empty cup. The work you are entering is emotionally and physically demanding, incredibly rewarding, but incredibly demanding. Your professional identity, how you care for yourself, your boundaries, your rest, your relationship, your spiritual and emotional well-being are all parts of your professional identity. Having an empty tank does not make you a better nurse. Being grounded, healthy, and supported does. Lean into your faith. Seek colleagues who lift you up. Use resources when you are struggling. Remember that asking for help is a sign of tremendous strength, not weakness. Graduates, you are joining a long line of nursing who have changed the world quietly and steadily, one patient, one family, and one decision at a time. You join those who held hands in the middle of the night so no one suffers alone. You've advocated for seatbelts, vaccines, infection control, safer environments. Those who reimagined what healthcare could look like for the poor, the marginalized, and the forgotten. You are joining those who have experienced the extraordinary rewards that a nursing life can offer. The gratitude in a patient's eyes when suffering finally eases. The moment a frightened family exhales because you explain something clearly and compassionately. The joy of watching a premature infant grow stronger every day. The privilege of witnessing resilience, courage, and grace in the most unexpected places. the quiet satisfaction of knowing that even on your hardest shifts, you made a difference that no one else could have made in quite the same way. These are the moments I hope will sustain you, the moments that remind you why our profession is both a calling and a gift. So now it's your turn. In a few moments, you'll be moving your tassel and your title will change. But the heart of this moment is not the commencement ceremony, it's the commitment that you will carry forward, that you will be the nurse who shows up fully for your patients, that you will use your knowledge, your judgment, and your voice to make care safer and more just, that you will never forget why you chose this path. Before I close, please know that there will be a day not far from now when a patient or family member looks at you with tears in their eyes and says, "I don't know what we would have done without you." In that moment, it will be crystal clear, all the exams, the clinical hours, the sleepless nights, and the sacrifices, that they were worth it. Not because you were perfect, but because you showed up with competence, compassion, and courage, because you live your professional identity as a nurse. My hope and my expectation is that you will carry the name nurse with pride, with humility, and a deep sense of responsibility. The world needs nurses who are not only caring and well prepared, but who know who they are, what they stand for, and who they are called to serve. So, graduates, on behalf of your faculty, staff, and the leadership of this college, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations, colleagues. We are proud of you, proud of what you have accomplished, and proud of who you are and who you are becoming. May you go forward with your minds that are sharp, hearts that are open, and spirits that are brave. Class, this is my honor to say you are ready, you are needed, and you are nurses. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. McNamara, for that powerful, inspirational message. How about one more round of applause for Dr. McNamara? The completion of a nursing degree requires the support of a large collection of people. Will the grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, and godparents of these graduates please stand? Thank you. The graduates thank you for your unending support and continuing prayers to sustain them. To the spouses and children, the graduates thank you for your love and for being understanding about all the days that this graduate was busy learning and doing college work. To the siblings and best friends, thank you for being the confident cheerleader and calming influence. To the faculty and staff, the graduates thank you for sharing your knowledge and holding high expectations of them, but mostly for the encouragement you provided. Academic excellence is also demonstrated by membership in Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society of Nursing. Will the graduates, faculty, and other members of the St. Anthony College of Nursing Phi Omicron chapter and any other chapter please stand and be recognized? Thank you.
And now the moment you've come to celebrate. The awarding of the degrees. Will the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice please stand?
Dr. Aaron, it is my pleasure to recommend this candidate for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. The candidate has completed the requirements for the Doctor of Nursing Practice as prescribed by the faculty and college board. I hereby recommend the graduate for the degree as stated.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of St. Anthony College of Nursing and the State of Illinois, and on the recommendation of the Dean and faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice with all the rights and privileges pertaining hereto to the candidate listed in the program and presented in this ceremony.
Mackenzie Smith. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science of Nursing please stand? Dr. Aaron, it is my pleasure to recommend these students for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. These candidates have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing as prescribed by the faculty and college board. I hereby recommend them for the degree as stated.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty and by the authority vested in me by the State of Illinois and the Board of St. Anthony College of Nursing, I confer upon the candidates listed in the program and presented in this ceremony for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the rights and privileges pertaining hereto.
Undergraduates who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.79 are receiving the honor of cum laude, which means with praise, and are identified as wearing a white cord. The silver cord signifies the honor of magna cum laude, or with great praise, awarded to a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 to 3.89. And graduates with highest praise have gold cords, indicating summa cum laude honors for earning a grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Carolyn Benatti, Service Excellence Award. Bryn Cottrell, Service Excellence Award. Charity Gross, Service Excellence Award. Kristen Lee, Service Excellence Award. Maria Moscato, Service Excellence Award, Student Organization Class Representative, Spring 2025. Alondro Neva, Service Excellence Award. Jose Orozco, Service Excellence Award, and served in the Armed Services. Sitlali Perez, Service Excellence Award, Student Organization Senior 2 Class Representative, and 24-25 Parliamentarian. Amina Roman, cum laude. Connor Sherman, Service Excellence Award. Caden Winger, Service Excellence Award. Kenya Williams, Service Excellence Award. Hannah Woolbright, summa cum laude. And I now invite Kenya Williams back to the stage to present the undergraduate student address. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I made a mistake and didn't give a graduate student her
Oh,
diploma.
okay.
Can we ask her to
Certainly.
come up?
Mackenzie, can you come back up? Stand by, Kenya. Okay, Kenya.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Before I begin, I want to first acknowledge God, the one who guided our footsteps, strengthened us when we felt weak, carried us through every late night study session, every clinical, and every moment we whispered, Lord, please help me remember this on the exam. Today is not just a celebration of our accomplishments, but of God's faithfulness and bringing us to this moment. To Dr. Aaron, Dr. Carson, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow nursing graduates, we made it. Standing here today feels surreal, and I am still in shock because I can't believe they picked me to speak, you guys, okay? So, nevertheless, I am honored to be your undergraduate speaker for the class of 2025. For the past 2 years, we have measured our lives in credit hours, clinical rotations, caffeine intake, and how many hours of sleep we did not get. Today, we are measuring in something new. Dreams realized, lives changed, and the sound of that one sweet word, graduate. When I started nursing school, I thought the hardest part would be learning how to insert an IV. It turns out I was completely wrong. The hardest part was inserting an IV on a live person while my instructor stared into my soul, whispering, "Don't miss the vein." Nursing school has taught us more than skills. It taught us resilience. It taught us compassion. It taught us that it's completely normal to cry in your car, drink coffee like it's oxygen, and still show up with a smile for a 12-hour clinical. Most importantly, it taught us to never give up. And if at first you don't succeed, try again, and again, and again. Remember those early mornings when we would drag ourselves into the hospital before sunrise, our scrubs wrinkled, our hair barely holding on, sleep deprived from studying the night before? And yet, somehow, by the end of the day, we were different. We saw what it meant to hold a hand, calm a fear, and advocate for someone who couldn't speak for themselves. That's the magic of nursing. We didn't just learn facts and bookwork. We learned what it meant to show true compassion. We have survived so much together. We studied before exams, and I do mean right before exams. We survived countless exams that seemed to be written by someone with a personal grudge. And we mastered the art of turning in an assignment at 11:59 p.m. We also laughed a lot. We laughed at ourselves at the thought of how often we used the word crazy in our psych rotation, and sometimes at the only joke that made sense. At least we're not in adult health deviations anymore. We have grown from being nervous students into confident and capable nurses, ready to step into a world that needs us now more than ever. Speaking of that world, nursing is not easy. I'll say it again. Nursing is not easy. We will face long shifts, heartbreak, and days that will test everything we've learned in nursing school. But we will also witness miracles, both big and small. We will see patients take their first steps after surgery. We will comfort families during their hardest moments. We will celebrate new life and honor the passing of another. We will do all of it because we are nurses, the quiet heroes who stand at the intersection of science and serving with the greatest care and love. Let's not forget how we got here. We owe our gratitude to the people who believed in us when we felt like giving up. Our professors who pushed us to think critically and never forget to document. Thank you for pushing us and making us better prepared nurses. Also, thanks for accepting our papers when we all know our APA was questionable. Thank you to our classmates who became our lifelines and closest friends. To our families, thank you for fueling us with endless support. Thank you for your patience when we said, "I can't talk right now, I have an exam." And thank you for understanding and excusing our absence in gatherings due to us fulfilling our dreams. To our partners, thank you for pretending to understand when we explain the entire pathophysiology of heart failure at 11 p.m. Thank you for supporting us through the highs and the lows and just being here with us throughout this journey. And to our friends that stuck around, even though we disappeared, we are indeed alive and we love you. To my fellow graduates, take a deep breath. Let this moment wash over you. Think about who you were when you started this journey and look at who you are now. Stronger, wiser, more faithful, more compassionate. You didn't just survive nursing school. You all grew through it. even on the days you felt like you had nothing left to give. We have worked for every sleepless night, every tear, every triumph, and every grade that was over 78%. We have earned this moment. Today isn't just our graduation. It is our commencement, which means the beginning. Oh, it means the beginning, sorry, technical issues. A reminder that God doesn't close chapters. He doesn't just close chapters. He also opens new ones. This moment is the start of walking boldly into the purpose He has prepared for every one of us. It is the celebration of every person who stood behind us, every failure that taught us strength, and every patient who reminded us why we chose this path in the first place. As we move forward, let's remember this and feel this in our hearts. We are not just entering a career. We are stepping into a calling. Nursing is not something we do. Nursing is who we are. Let's go out there and be the nurse who makes people say, "I'll never forget you," because I will truly never forget you. Be the one who brings calm to chaos, light where there is darkness, and dignity to every human being you touch. And on those days, the hard days, the ones that test your spirit, the ones that make you question if you're enough, remember this: if you survive nursing school, you can survive absolutely anything. As we step into this next chapter of our lives, stand tall in the truth that God has carried you here. Every obstacle you pushed through, every tear you shed in silence, every moment you doubted yourself, God, He saw you. He strengthened you, lifted you. Excuse me, you guys. You are walking into a purpose with a power that's greater than fear, greater than doubt, and greater than anything that stands before you. As Philippians 4:13 reminds us, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Whether it's the NICU, labor and delivery, the ER, the VA, North Carolina, or you're still undecided, remember the resilience that got you here. I wish you all well on your future endeavors, and I pray that when life gets heavy, and it will, you feel God's strength rise in you like a fire. May you walk into every patient's room with courage, every challenge with confidence, and every moment with the unshakable belief that you were called, chosen, and destined for this. May your heart stay soft, your smile stay bright, and your strength stay steady as God continues writing your story, our story. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it, and the world is already a better place because we are in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenya. Will all of the graduates please stand? Families and other honored guests, I present to you the December 2025 graduates of St. Anthony College of Nursing. Baccalaureate graduates, you may transfer your tassels. Please be seated.
All right, let's bow our heads. Let us unite our hearts in prayer and entrust to the hands of the Lord those who will be graduated today. May God, who began this good work in you, carry it through to completion, enabling you to use your talents to the fullest. May God give you the grace to make wise choices and to be faithful to your commitments, always confident in the support of those who love you. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you will live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you will work for justice, equality, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you will reach out your hand to comfort them and change their pain into joy. May God bless you with the foolishness to think that you can make a difference in this world, so that you will do the things which others tell you cannot be done. May your integrity be a gift to the world, and may the Spirit of God be with you always. Amen.